Yeah, children of God. If people talk like humans, they're not husbands. Trust me, husbands are very in my powers, massive and alien and weird. Or they're not really husbands. So, well, I used the restroom. And I wondered, should I just get back to work? But I decided there's too many good truckers. I'll just sit around. But then I thought, I'm going to need to tell the children of God. Because, I don't think the children of God totally get it. So, children of God, when I have an explosion, it's just a death power explosion. It could fly everywhere and anywhere and do anything and everything. It's just death in a weird pop that runs and does something. So when a daddy or a husband candidate or a husband pops, then your death pops. The popping starts to pop together. When the popping pops together, it's like popping a bunch of really fun, amazing, beyond words, cooler than all can convey, kind of it's like the most fun, amazing extravaganza inside of you guys. So you guys would have known if I ever had sex with a husband candidate or a husband, aka God's daddies. You would know, because one, it's not human stuff. So one, it's not human stuff. The daddy will never be talking to you about human life. It wouldn't have anything to do with anything. And then two, it's not always about sex per se. But that would make sense. Because one God creates sex through the brain. Like those Coneheads, like that really, really, really old TV show Coneheads. Some gods only make your brain have sexual or intimate or devoted, passionate contact. So they wouldn't understand anything, but the brain connects with the brain and the love and passion of the brain. And then some only make a soul, so you only feel love or passion with your mate, connecting your souls together. So see, also, when gods die too many times, a god can learn how to play weird, bizarre games with their death, such as rupture their death with somebody they care about. So that dead god's death will rupture, and then their spouse will rupture or pop or whatever pertains to the spouse. So then you have a girl god exploding her omnipresence in some cute, fun way she thinks is fun and feels neat and is adventurous. And then the man, who's a dead god male, he pushes his death out to explode and explode and explode. And between all of it exploding together on overload, they can create it to love their areas, help their angels, give their angels more passion and strength out of their love. All kinds of fun things you can build through these kind of things. And it'll go on forever. Because where I am is the future, and the only future that will ever be. And where I am is the only power of God reality, and the only power of God future that will ever be. Did the United States and Dubai make you believe in a lie that has no good ending? Yes. The United States and Dubai raped and murdered the reality of the death of God and peddled their own fabricated lies. None of it will ever produce something good, ever. The only good avenue was through me and that island. There is nothing else good. The joy is watching people die forever who really wanted to that bad. And that was the hardship for us gods. Us gods had to say goodbye to most of humanity and watch them murder and steal power of God and do a lot of gross things. And realize how much they would murder God or anything to steal power or pretend to be something or anything else. And it's a sad, tragic day where you don't want people to live if they're capable of being such horrifying things. So there's also the fact that a lot of you children of God are finding out that on this earth, God's view this planet as a slaughterhouse. And they're just trying to figure out which humans are just as sickening as the United States and by. And treat them like a cattle run or a cattle drive that needs to be slaughtered out. And it's kind of hard, I know, as children of God, to listen to God speak so barbarically and talk about how the human has murdered the death of God and cannot live, therefore has to be treated like a cow that needs to go into its line for its slaughterhouse ending, because you can't commit unthinkable crime and make it. Now, could some people commit unthinkable crime and make it? Well, I don't know, but that would be one of the scariest, most impossible ways out. And you'd want to go through my queen to find out how or if they could, but it would be one of the worst things you'll ever hear, trying to figure out how they get out, if they ever can. And it's that scary and sad. It's a lot easier to listen to God's talk about all of them, like 5 billion tons of cows that need to be ushered into line for their slaughtering, that should never have figured out that you can murder the death of God and have any advantage at all. So these are very bad endings. I would say only if you're children of God that like seriously massive ups and downs. Only if you're children of God that really like dealing with things. Most people, I would say, just ignore everything. It'll play its way out. Most people, I would say, stay near my queen. It'll work its way through. And the bad people will just end up gone somehow magically. Bad things will just always end up gone magically. And that's the joy of staying close to my queen. You don't have to worry about the bad side of life. You can just worry about miracles, power God, fun things. My queen to find answers to stuff. And avoid the negatives. It's probably best.